Hi everyone. I'm doing the screencasts for you for the last assignment, the question 6 and 8 from the textbook. Most of you have already submitted it, done, but there are still a few who did not submit it. So make sure that you submit your assignments on time. And in future, we'll not make any exceptions and will not extend the deadlines. So please make sure that you finish your work on time. I always give enough time to finish it. Okay, let's get on with question 6. Please have your textbooks open with you on page 91, and we'll do question 6 on it. In the assignment instructions, if you noticed, I had written that accounts are not required, so we'll restrict ourselves to just doing the cash book. The T accounts, since you already know them, you can do the double entry in the ledgers as normal. Although once we get a question on accounts and cash book together, we'll revise that as well. So let's carry on with question 6. This is a cash book for the month of June. I have the answer in there in front of me, but we'll make some annotations and you can self-assess your assignments against this answer. So on June 1st, there are balances there. Can you just see the balances there? That's the opening balances. They have omitted the letters BD. Opening balances, we must write BD, so we'll add BD with it. This is our balances brought down, the opening balances. Just bear with us for a while. So balances BD, cash is 450 and bank is 2720. So these are the amounts we start with. Then we'll go in the order of date. On 5th of June, we paid to N Singh what we had to pay him on 1st of June, less 5% cash discount. So we'll go up in the question and see N Singh. N Singh owes the business, or the business owes N Singh 3,200, and now the business is paying him with a 5% discount. So let's do a calculation here. So how we got that discount, I've shown you a couple of times, but just once more, that it was 3,200, so times the 5%, that gives you the discount, 160. And the next step is you minus this 160 from 3,200 to get the amount of check which you enter in the bank account. So for once I'll show the calculation again and will not do that again. Next, on 8th, check was received from K. Gobbin. So we'll go up again, and K. Gobbin is a trade receivable. He was owing the business 600 and now the business is receiving the money from him again with a discount of 5%. So same calculation. So it's we'll not repeat the calculation. It's just the same calculation that we did on June 5th. So what we will do is, we'll not show you the calculation here, but you should know how to do it. So 600, the 5% of 600 is 30. And then you do 600 minus the 30 and you get the 570. So this is the check received from K. Gobbin. The next one is the till rolls. That's the source document. Somebody had asked and I'd written the answer. These are the source document for cash sales. So in your cash register, you just take out the roll and see how much is the cash received from the sales. Here cash sales is 3920. So simple transaction. You are getting the money from sales, 3920, and you are getting it in cash. On 17th, you transfer some of the cash to bank. If you notice, we have cash of 450 to begin with. So we have got 450 cash at the start, and then we had received 3920. So this is the total cash we have. Now out of this total cash, on 17th we are transferring 3800. So we are transferring the 3800 to bank. So you notice the bank has increased by 3,800 and the cash has decreased by 3,800. If you remember, we call such transactions as counter entry. So we're going to write a C to just highlight that this is a counter entry. So we'll place a C beside 17th of March, and also on the other side 17th, not March, June I mean. On 17th of June we'll place a C here also, So just to annotate that this is a contra entry which does not affect the total of the cash in hand and cash at bank. It's just cash going into bank. The next one is 21st, payment of amount due to Zamran. So if you go up, Zamran, the business was going to Zamran 1500 and now they are being paid at a discount of 5%. A similar calculation, 5% of 1500 is 75 and then 1500 minus 75 is 1425. So we'll not show the calculation again. So this is your transaction of 21st. Then on 24th, we are receiving a check from QR. So QR again is a trade receivable. If you see in your textbook, QR was owing to the business 2080 and now there is a 5% discount. The 5% of 2080 is 104 and then we minus the 104 from 2080 to get 1976. So this finishes all the transactions and then what's left is balancing. Again, we have taught you multiple times how to balance an account. We'll do it once again. Let's get the discounts column out of the way first. Discount columns, you know, we don't balance. So on the discounts, we'll just do the total. So if you see the discount allowed, it's 30 and 104. We just add them to get 134. On the other side, discount received is 160 and 75 and we add them to get 235. No balancing needed. Then the cash column, if you see cash column total on the debit side, the cash column total, we'll show the calculation once. The cash column total is 4370. From this total, we will minus the numbers on the credit side. So 4370 minus the 3800 and we will get the balance. You'll get the balance. So that's equal to 570. You can check on your calculators and we can now circle the balance carried down. So the cash is 570 and we will write the letters CD with the balances because these are the closing balances. So don't forget to write these. They have got marks on that. So balance is carried down. The cash is 570 and after entering the 570 we will make the totals equal. That's 4370 on both sides. For the bank, again, we'll get the total on the debits and credit first. The debit total is 9066 and we will subtract. Let's show a calculation for that also once. How we get the balance. So we'll show 9066. That's the total on the debit side. And we'll minus from it 3040 and 1425 and we'll get 4601. So that's how we get the balance for the just move the arrow a bit up with 1 because 1976 is the money left in the bank. So these balances carried down, so we can circle the balance carried down for the bank also. These two balances will then be brought down on the opposite side. So we'll show you with arrows that where they go. So 570 goes on the other side as balance BD. Just bear with us for a while. So we can show the balances brought down on July 1st on the opposite side. So 570 is your balance brought down for cash and 4601 is the balance brought down for bank. So this does for question 6. Next we'll do for question 8. Thank you so much.